Hello traders, this is DFXS. Welcome to DFX family. Guys, I believe you are all doing good. This is a great day, I'm telling you, because today, guys, we are launching or we are releasing the details about the TFX ATM EA, the system or the EA, hands-free, guys, the real ATM that will be banking money for you each and every day. There is a lot of people out there have been asking, when will you release this ATM EA or ATM video so that we can understand 1, 2, 3 how the things are going, my friend. As I have been saying, I'm not causing a lot of commotion or confusion in our client. I don't want anyone to feel like maybe you need to purchase this. Maybe don't get confused. Any of our systems that you purchase, guys, be sure that you'll be earning money. Any. And also, if if also you can inquire from us, we can still also guide you in which to start or which one you can use. All right, but don't feel like maybe you are confused. You don't know which exactly. Don't confuse yourself. My point is here: every system is working, right? Every system is working. This is why we have been sharing the results there, even on our channel, even though we haven't even released some systems, but they are there. My point here, it is for you to understand the system that we have, right? The system that you have, so that you can ask any of the system that you want. And this is why we give also the details, small details or detailed, so that you can understand the system that we have, and you can get one and start earning money as you reach out to have more and more. The point here is to make money. No, right? It's not to have 10 EAs. It is to have one and profitable EA. TFX company here, we give the best. Right, guys? Let's get in and see what is inside this. The first thing you find, there is a 1, 2, 3 strategies here. Files 1, 2, 3. Okay, I forgot to set for the scalping. Yeah, I think we'll add more 3 files for scalping, and from there, guys, you can and I think let me do it now, right now. Just a minute. Let me pause for a minute. All right, there we go. So guys, you'll find that after purchasing the system, you'll have three files here. This is for Renko file 1, and this is for scalping. So your work there, it will be very, very, very simple as usual. In one click, everything will be there for you. And in our advice, we'll tell you after purchasing what you are supposed to start with, but let's demonstrate this and so that we can understand more. So let us start with Renko file 1 and see what the EA is capable of, my friend. You can see here, let's go at this point. This is our ATM. Let us double click here to strategies and find strategy 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 4 EA in one system. This is the best thing with our company, because we are not chasing people's money. We want people to be full equipped, so that, guys, they can milk money each and every day, all right? So this is why we give, because we are the programmers. We are the one who program the system. So we feel no loss, my friend, by giving the best, like 4 EA in one system. So purchasing a TFX ATM EA, the real ATM of banking money, my friend, it's like purchasing for 4 EAs or 4 robots or 4 automated, 4 hands-free in one system, guys. So let's start with number 1, which is the strategy 1, and it will be very very easy to do that, because you only need to click this Renko file 1 in just one touch. Then automatically the file will bring everything for you with the strategy 1, right, guys? And the strategy 1, it's very simple. It will be trading from this ATM, and you can trade either both arrows, or you can trade only the big arrow or the retro arrow alone, or both big and the retro arrow. It's very simple. When will this strategy 1 exit? The strategy 1, it will exit with formation. And exiting with formation, let's start by settings now. Straight to the settings, no time to waste, guys. You'll find that we have close by. There is close by formation. So when you say close by formation, it means it will close with this formation that indicates there will be a reversal there or a sell signal. So from there, it will exit from there. Because if you set now, let's say for instance, close by signal, it means it will enter here and exit with another signal. So it's sell by and exit with a sell signal. So the best thing that is up to you to see what you can do, my friend. So there you can set close by signal or say close by formation. After entering here, it will exit with this formation. The other thing, it's all about, let's go, this area, TM buffer. When you go to this setting of DA, ATM buffer, not TM, my friend, ATM, the real. You just click here at a real ATM buffer. You'll find that we have the big arrow, and we also have the little arrow, and we also have all. So if I click all, it means it will enter here. And if maybe you close manually, or maybe there was no signal here, it will pick with the second arrow. All right. And it can pick with this one, and it can also pick with this one. But if there is this signal, it won't take this trade if there is a running trade from the big arrow. All right. But if there was no entry, let's say something, maybe you are late to take to activate your system. If this one is the current signal for the little arrow, the ATM will pick the trade. So if you select all, it can pick with any of the arrows. So that is up to you. So if you want to trade only the big arrow, you are supposed to set here the big arrow. So if you set the big arrow, it will only be picking trades according to the signal of this big arrow. So if it is the little arrow alone, like this area, it can only pick the signal from the little arrow. I think that is correct now with our strategy, the strategy one. So that is not enough, guys. That's setup here. It is by detail. So let us go to another setup that you are supposed to set here. The start bar should remain by 1. The ATM should remain the way it is, 100, loop back 100. Let it remain like that one, guys, because you must earn and learn at the same time. So this, I'm sharing you what you can earn with our default setting, right? And we have the waiting bar minimum or waiting minimum bars. So this is 2. When you set here 2, it means after this signal of this ATM, it will wait for 2 bars to close. So it will enter the third bars, which that it helps you to make sure that now it is a confirmed signal, and now the ATM arrow is a firm. It's a firm now, or it is stable, right? That I think that is the right language to say it is stable. It is to make sure that before the EA picking the trades, you want the ATM to be stable. This is why by default we set it by 2. So if, for instance, if I set there 5, it tells us that it will wait for 5 bricks to close before entering the market or taking the position. So if it remains the 2 by default, it means it will wait 2 bricks. So if you set there 10, it means after the arrow, it will wait for 10 bricks, then it will enter the market. So that is the setup, or that is how we change things from waiting bar minimums. But by default, it will be 2 to 3. It can't go more than that, because only 2 that ATM will be stable, and it will be a totally confirmed a buy thing, because we are coming from support or resistance. So the other thing, it is waiting bar maximum. Waiting bar maximum, let's say for instance, we set here 2, and the waiting bar maximum is still 2. This means even if maybe you are late, let's say for instance, this is our last signal, and maybe you are late with the 3 bricks, 1, 2, 3, because the waiting bars was 2. As long as the max bars are 3, it means after this 1, 2, it will add another 1, 2, 3. So the signal is still valid until it goes more than 2 bricks after the 2 bricks of the signal. So let's say, for instance, if I set here 5, it tells me you want the signal to be valid even after these 2 bricks, because our waiting minibus is 2. So the signal say after 1, 2, that is the signal, right? And now you want the signal to be valid even if it is like another 5 bricks, right? So this means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The signal, the EA will still pick a buy, because as long as it is like 5 plus 2, that is 7, guys, right? That is 2 plus 5, that is 7. So, and if there is less than 7 bricks, the signal is still valid. Keep that in mind. So the max bus, or the waiting bar maximum, if you set into 5, it means it's like 5 plus 2, which is 7, and that tells you that the signal is still valid until the 7 bricks are complete formed. So if we are above 7 bricks, it won't take any trades. So it can only take trades when it's less than 7 bricks. So if we set here like 3, it's like 3 plus 2, that is 5. The 5 bricks, the signal is still valid, but beyond 5 bricks, that signal is invalid. So that is up to you whether you want to continue taking trades, or you want the EA to take trades until there is more than 5 bricks from the current signal for big arrow, or for the little arrow. For the other settings, you can let them remain by default, because there is no need to change that. And remember, we are still learning about, I'm sharing the details about the strategy one, so don't get confused. So the other one, you can let them, the only setting you can change here, it is only for waiting minibus or waiting bar maximum. Right, guys, let's continue. Another most important thing to remember, guys, it's lot size. Of course, you must know about lot size, guys. If you want to use the break even, if you want to use the trailing, they are there. I think we have been sharing a lot of videos about the trailing, about the break even, blah blah blah. So I think that one is not whatever, but because our system is so professional, you can let the EA to close with the formation. It's better than even using the EA, the TP, because, guys, it can hold for more profit. It can give you a good profit. So there is something like account, the local target. This is another thing. If you want to take the profit, or maybe you want the target of every chart, that is when we use local target. And let me say, if you set it into true, and let me set here like 20. If I set there $20, it means in every chart, if every chart makes like $20, the EA will automatically close the trades from that chart and wait for a fresh entry. So always remember about the local target. It is the target of a single chart, or every chart, a single chart. That is the work of the local target. So it's good also to understand that. There is another thing here, average profit, take profit, or not that one. Let's go to account. Where is this, guys? Just a moment. Here we go. The account profit target. This is for the whole account. If you have opened like 5 charts or 10 charts, and you want, if it gets like $100, you want the EA to take all the profit and to close every chart and wait for a fresh entry. So that is when you activate the account profit target into true and set the amount that you would like to have from all charts. This is why I've been saying it's good to follow all of our videos, because they are familiar with MT4 and MT5, so that you can get understanding of every details. The one that you didn't understand correctly, maybe it will be covered in another video. So the work of the account profit target, it is the EA to take the profit when it reaches to the amount that you have set there. If it is 100, all open position, if they get into $100 profit, then the EA will close all charts and wait for fresh entry. So for the local target, don't forget it is for the every single chart. So let's go to another one that is very important, the lot size. This is where you set your lot size. You can read here lot size. This is where you set your lot size. If you want to use the take profit, it is here. If you want to use the stop loss is here if you want to. But the EA, it's very safe even without using the stop loss. The reason why I'm saying that, it is because if it gets, let's say for instance at this place, and maybe the market reverse from that day and from the from this entry, and maybe there is a formation, a sell formation, you know, it can't give you a big drawdown because it will close with that formation even if it happens at this place. So it's more severe even than using the stop loss or the TP. So we don't use the TP because you want to hold for good profit. We don't use the stop loss because maybe sometimes the stop loss it might it's not that safe. Maybe sometimes you can lose a lot of money, but let the EA do everything for you. But that is up to you if you want to set the stop loss. The stop loss settings is here, right? So this is 500 pips. So you can change into the pips. Maybe you want only to risk 10 pips. You can just set there the 10 pips. So the other thing, it's instant executions. The instant execution, it is the trade that you want the EA to take instantly. So let's say primary max trade, if I activate there, if I set primary max trade into 5, this means when the signal is valid or when there is a signal, the EA will pick 5 trades instantly or in one position. So it is good to know the work of primary max trade. So if you set 5, the EA will pick 5 trades in or at one price. So get that in mind. So the other thing here, it is about the recovery mode. The recovery mode, it's when you want to hedge the market when it's trying to go against you. Yeah, right? When the market is going against you, let's say there is a small pullback, because remember this is a Renko. Maybe when you go to candles, you find that there is some candles trying to give a false signal like the market is dropping. But the good thing with our Renko, when it says it's a buy, it is a buy. So if there is some candles there in candle chart trying to drop, that is a false signal, and that is how the market is made of, and manipulation, a lot of that. But our Renko, it won't comply that. It can't, my friend, give you a false signal. So it will hold again. That is when you need to use the recovery mode, so that in that small pullback, it can continue hedging. And the good thing is, if the market will change, it will close with the formation. So there will be no drawdown even if you are using the max trade. So, but the sweet max trade comes when you set where, guys? News, right? I think I have been trying to elaborate or to give details about the recovery mode. So there is we can't stick there for long. You can set there true. Remember, we say this is where your lot size will be multiplied. The current lot size, it will be multiplied by these numbers that you are seeing there. So anyway, let's jump to a special thing about our EA. And this is not only in our ATM. We have fixed this in all of our EA. And we want to save traders from the fear of news events. Everybody knows, and everybody's scared of those news, red news. Like this week, it's for non-farm, my friend. Some people say, oh, my friend, this week I don't want to be on a trade because, you know, this week market gonna blah, 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 because of those some makandara magadabra they are happening behind the market. And because the market is so choppy, the market is so spiking, my friend, it is now time to milk that market. When people pause because of the news event, when the people Pause because market is unpredictable because of a lot of things are happening, and now the market is so spiky, my friend. The market is spiking here and then, and you don't know. Maybe your prediction manually becomes unpredictable, and you don't know what to do. Maybe some people have been losing money. This is why you need the TFX system. All EAs now, they will trade those spikes, right? You might find like a place like here, all these spikes. Maybe even there was nowhere indicating news. Maybe you read your calendar correctly. You follow like 3 apps of the calendar to see if there is a news event, and maybe there was no news, but something happened. A lot of stuffs happened, like the days when we were trading, the days of former president of U.S. Donald Trump. You'll find someday when Trump wake up, he can say anything and that thing affects the market. That's when you find the market is unpredictable. But for now, with our system, you care not about those stuffs. Those are your golden opportunity. When the market tries to spike from nowhere, from nothing, guys, that is when you will be milking market. So in other words, this tells us, take flash news. If you want to trade flash news, you read here, trade flash news, you activate into true. There is one setting asking you here, news bricks multiplied trigger. How many bricks do you want for this EA to start placing orders? Because like this one is dropping. We can't, the EA won't sell. It won't sell because we don't know how long or the distance it can go with this sell. So we can't sell this. We can only buy this. So we work according to what they do. After they hit people's money here, after they milk people's money here, after they hit their stop loss, after they blow their account, it is our time to buy this. It is our time to buy this, not to sell. Don't sell, because it can lie like it wanted to sell, but it is a buy according to how we program our Renko. So this is a golden opportunity. It will buy. So how will it buy? First of all, you will activate this into true. And the other thing you will activate, it is a recovery mode. So you will set the recovery mode into true. And let me tell you, and if you want this EA to hedge with the same lot size, maybe you don't want the EA to continue. You don't want the EA to hedge with a big lot size or with a different lot size. You want the EA to hedge with the same lot size. You can set only here by 1. It will only hedge with that distance. So let us set news now. Now, let us say like this place, if you count from here to here, it is more than even 20 bricks, right? If you calculate from distance from here to here, you'll find it's almost from here to here. So it's more than 20 bricks. And let me say you want the EA to start taking trades. You will count the distance that you want with the bricks, right, guys? I want you to get that. So let's say, for instance, you want the EA to start taking buy after 10 bricks. Let's say, for instance, one thing you will do, just come to this area, news bricks multiplied, set here into 10. So that means the EA will start picking buy after a distance of 10 bricks. Remember, these weeks, there is a time, according to how we have programmed our system, there is a time it will be a long candle, whereby it is it's not normal to bricks, because it must form the exact size of the brick. So when there is those spikes in the market, or whether or if there is those news, those strong news, it will be with a long candle, or it will be a wick, just a long wick, but you'll find that the ask line or the buy line are at this area going with this wick. So this is why we want to set, like, let's say, for instance, you want the EA to take the trades with the distance, or when this week goes the distance of 10 bricks. So you must set there 10. So if I set here 20, it means that the distance that will be there, it will be counting the bricks, the distance according to the bricks, because the file itself, or the EA itself, it knows the size of the brick. How do this EA knows the file, the size of the brick? Hello. Now, if you read here, you'll find Renko box range 1.29. So 121.0. That is the size, the point. So that is the size of every brick in this GBP USD. So whenever you set here 10 bricks, the EA will know the distance, because it will count times this one. It will count that distance, and it will start exactly picking the buy position after the distance of that 10 bricks, right? Now, after that, you want the moment EA will pick a buy at this place, there is this now recovery mode. If I set here, like, let's say for instance 30 pips, the distance, recovery distance, right? And there is a recovery max trade, the trades you want this EA to hedge with. So if I set here, let's say for instance like 5, it means after the first position, the EA will be picking trades with the distance of 30 pips, but it will look those distance if it can give like 5 trades. So the distance will be for the 30 pips. Mean in every 30 pips, if the market continue dropping, in every distance of 30 pips, it will be adding one position after the other. And because this one we have multiplied by 1, it will only pick with the lot size you have used here. So if you have used the lot size of 0.05, this means in every 30 pips, it will be adding one position with 0.05. When it continues dropping another 30 pips, it will add another position with 0.05. But if, for instance, I set here multiply by 1.1, it means after entering here with 0.05, the first position, the second position, it will be multiplied by 0.05 by or times 1.1. So it will be 0.05 by, it will be multiplied by 1.1. So the answer that it will be there, if it will be 0.06, the 0.06, it will be multiplied by 1.1 again after 30 pips if the market is still dropping. You need to get that, because that's where you need to understand about the hedging, so that you can get it correctly, so that you can set the way you want. If you want the same lot size I have shown you, this again tells you if you want the lot size to be multiplied by 2, this is where you set by 2. So everything here, it will be multiplied according to the lot size that you are using. Anything here, even if you select 1.65, the lot size, if you're using 0.05, it will be multiplied by 1.65. So, and the second position, it will be added, that answer that is there, it will also be multiplied by 1.16, 1.18, according to what you have set there. So to be on a safe side, if you maybe you don't have a big account, it is good to hedge with the same lot size, or it is good to multiply by 1.1. That is not a big, you cannot exercise or experience the huge or the big drawdown, right, guys? I do believe now you are getting what I'm saying. Now, this tells you you have nothing to fear about news when using our EA. You don't have to worry about any spikes that can be there in the market. You'll be a stress-free trader. And this is why we shared even for our manual. It is the same thing even in our manual. You don't have to worry about news. You don't have to worry about any spikes that can happen in the market. If they dare, if these guys now, this time around, if they dare to spike anything in the market, that will be your golden opportunity, and you will always recover from every penny they took from you when they release those. Some people have lost money because of those news, and that's what keeps people ran away from MT4 to MT5 to trade the other currencies. They are not currencies, the indexes like volatility, because there is nothing that affects those stuff. So it's very, very predictable. But guys, this time around, I would like you to join MT4 TFX MT4 EA or Manu and start milking, whether it is the news, whether it's anything. Let them now try to spike those stuffs. We'll show them dust. Trust me. That is the strategy one of TFX ATM EA, right? And it's simple as that. Next time, we'll share another video about the strategy 2 and 3 and 4. But remember, you can purchase this system because it is only by one click for any strategy that you want. If you want to take the strategy for, the files will be there. Always remember, the files will always be there, and the file will contain the EA. So if you launch and you find that there is no EA here, again, you go back and replace that file again, and automatically when you go to that chart, you'll find there is an EA. So worry not, you don't need more details about the system. Earn and learn. Get in, subscribe or purchase the TFX ATM and start earning as you continue learning a lot of stuff through our system. You must earn. Worry not about the news. Worry not about the spikes. We, TFX, we give the solution. Thank you so much, guys. And once again, welcome to TFX family. We love you. And let's milk this market together. Thank you.